So, thank you so much for joining me. How to replace your 9-to-5 with arts and crafts, because that's what it is, right? You're playing with machines. That's basically what you're doing. So how to have fun doing what you're doing and make money doing it, all right? So, yes. I got a human clicker, you guys, but I'm not gonna let her work. This is a picture of me at my studio with some of the custom apparel stuff that I've made over the years, and I have a brand called Black Bear that I'm wearing my merchandise right now. I want you guys to take note of that, all right? All right, so my name is Allan Wade. I am a full-time apparel decorator, and I'm also a content creator on YouTube, and I specialize and I enjoy teaching people how to supplement or replace their income by operating different machinery, and and I like to teach my classes or my YouTube videos very intricately in ways that people can understand. Because it's really, really important to understand the way a machine works. That way, before you make your purchase, you're a little bit confident going into your purchase, right? And some people even get the machine and they're still a little hesitant, but I try to repeatedly do these processes in my videos, so I kind of pound it into your head, right? There's a method to my madness. There's a method to everything that I'm going to state to in this presentation. All right, so my journey started with a simple vinyl cutter, Silhouette Cameo 3, right? And what I did was, because prior to me starting to make videos about garment decorating equipment, I always made videos on YouTube about how to do this or how to do that, because if there was something that I was having problems with, I knew that I wasn't the only person in the world having these problems, so wouldn't the world be a better place if people helped you solve your problems, right? So I made a video. This thing came with no instructions, and a lot of the equipment that you're going to buy in the garment decorating industry comes with no instructions. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing for me, right? Because I'm able to, make a living showing people how to operate it, and partially a good thing for the industry, because once you get to understand the equipment, you can make more money. There's not a lot of people doing it because not a lot of people can retain and apply the information, right? So I made a video, instructional tutorial, how to use the Silhouette Cameo 3. And when I made that video, the video started getting questions, and I would make more videos to answer those questions, right? So while I had my machine, I learned how to use my machine, and I started making shirts for friends and family, right? So I was making money, and I was also making videos showing people how I was making money, all right? So I took my income from my Silhouette Cameo 3, and I was able to scale up to Brother SE600, single needle embroidery machine. Proud moment in life. Single needle embroidery machine, I'm doing it now. You can't stop me now. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, 4x4, okay, yeah, if you get that much, right? But lo and behold, this thing came with no instructions. So once again, here I am with this new machine, making videos on how you can supplement your income with the Silhouette Cameo 3 and the Brother SE600 single needle embroidery machine. And the best part about all this is these are starter machines, and they are very budget friendly. It's very important. We're staying within our budget, not spending that much money getting started, so make videos on that. And now, after I started making videos and making income with both machines, I was able to scale up again to my first multi-needle machine, the Ricoma MT1501, right? So with the Ricoma MT1501, it was a little bit different because it's more of a cost factor to it. It's not as affordable. But I'm thankful to Ricoma and what they did to the industry, because they created a way for the average person, as long as you're a responsible adult, and you'll see, as long as you're a responsible adult and you're able to make your payments on time. Just a simple thing. If you borrow some money from somebody, just give them a little bit back at a time, right? Simple concept, right? But a lot of people can't do it. But if you're able to do something, simple adult responsibility, then you can get approved for 0% financing for what seems like forever. So to help put things in perspective, I'm still paying on my first machine, my MT1501, right? Because it makes no sense for me to pay it off right now. I can, but I got 0% financing till 2026. I think I owe 7 grand on it. I could pay it off. Why? Why? I'd rather keep my 7 grand, buy another machine, play in the stock market, and take my time. I'm paying a little bit extra on it, every month, but I'm paying it off gradually, 0% finance 2026. So they help put a lot of people in position to create more income streams for themselves, all right? Wait. My clicker is defective. That was good. So guess what? I started making videos on that too, because this machine, although it comes with training, there is still a huge learning curve, and I found that even if you take the training, there is a slight intimidation factor. So I felt like there's so many different aspects to the machine that there's tons and tons of content that I can create individually. How to thread the machine, how to understand tension. And guess what? When you make that one video about how to understand tension, you can make another video about how to understand tension, because tension is a difficult thing to understand, right? So I kept on making videos on this machine, and I still to this day continue to make videos on this machine, because it's a tough learning curve to get over, right? But you do get over it at some point if you stick to it and get over the intimidation factor. All right, let's go. All right, so how did I get here? How did I get here, right? It's easy for me to talk about, my process and how I got to this point. But how did I get here? I got a Ricoh RI1000 DTG printer. I got a RP200. I got 2 Ricoma presses. I got 2 EM1010s. I got a MT1501. I got a MT2002 I got all this gear. How did I get here? A few years ago, I'm sitting here and I'm like, that costs too much. It's not happening, right? How did I get here? So Ricoma asked me to put on a presentation for you guys to show you guys and tell you guys how I got here, right? And to be honest with you guys, I don't know. I don't know how I got here. It just sort of happened, right? I just went along with the flow, and I did what I thought made sense to me. Okay, I got a little bit extra money. I could go buy some nice gold chain. Could go buy a new car. I did all that already. It's not bringing me return. You know what? Maybe I'll try something different this time. Maybe I'll buy some more equipment, right? So every chunk of money you get, sacrifice a little bit. Dump it back into your business. Dump it back into your business. Dump it back into your business. Double down. Double down for rainy day. Because guess what? When you can have equipment that when people want something made, it gives yourself the opportunity to always have a source of income for yourself. Even if you're making one shirt at a time, right? Always have a source of income. So Ricoma tasked me gave me the task to figure out how to explain this to you guys and how to do this. So what I want to do is I want to work backwards, all right? So figure out a goal, right? We're going to figure out a goal. We're going to create a strategy. Create a game plan or strategy. Make it fun for ourselves, okay? So what are we trying to attain? We're trying to quit our jobs. We're trying to get to a point where this figure is enough money that I can walk away from this job, because that's literally what happened to me. I swear to God, I was sitting at my desk one day at work, and I was stressed out. My hands were shaking because I had to commute an hour to work, and I'm like, this is not sustainable. I'm thinking to myself, and I looked at my bank account. Swear to God, true story. I looked at my bank account. I'm looking at my garment decorating money, and I'm looking at my paycheck, and I'm like, I don't think I need to be here anymore, right? So I did it prematurely. I don't advise you guys to do it, but I'm one that likes to take risks, clearly, and likes to step out on faith, right? So I did it prematurely. What I advise you guys to do is figure out a dollar amount, little bit, and go a little bit higher than that dollar amount. And once you can get to that figure on a consistent basis, for everybody that might be different. Some people are riskier than others. 3 months to 6 months, once you can consistently hit that, and you know the steps that you have to do to hit that, as far as how much do you have to sell, what things you have to do, diversify your income, what you have to do to get there on a consistent basis, that's when you can walk out on faith, all right? So create a strategy, create a game plan. All right. Now, by creating a game plan, right, and writing down, say, a figure, for example, how much money would it take for you to quit your job monthly after taxes?
It has to be at least 10,000.
At least $10,000. That's a magic number. What about you, sir? Oh, you like to ball out. I can tell you like, bruh, at least 50,000. 30,000 a month? This guy's got a lot of expenses. All right. What about you, ma'am? 8,000? That's still a good cut. You can still travel. You can still travel. You can still eat whatever you want to eat. You can still eat filet mignon. You know what I mean? So, right? So figure out what that number is. Figure out what that number is for you. And once you figure out that number, you write it down on paper. Now, guess what you did? You created you're starting to write a game plan, right? You're starting to write a game plan, and you're putting down what your goal is on paper. And once you can visualize it, you're halfway there. By creating a visual reference, it shows your mind a clear path to achieving your goal. Does that make sense to you guys? So you're starting to make something tangible out of a thought. And that's going to help you a whole lot. All right? Now, what you want to do is reverse engineer. Now that you figure out your money, you need 30,000, you need 10,000, you need 8,000. Let's reverse engineer it. What do I have to do? How do I get there? Let's go backwards. I need this number. How do I get there? Let's work backwards. All right? How much income do you need to produce to get to your goal? All right? Now, what most people do when they're thinking about starting a business is they think of, okay, what can I sell? What can I sell? How much can I sell it for? How much can I make off that product? I encourage you to think differently when you're starting your business. Think, what service can I provide to my potential client, right? What problem can I solve for my clients? Because guess what? People have issues. I got issues. I'm quite sure half y'all in here got issues. Might be some perfect people in here, but everybody's got issues. Guess what people are willing to pay for? People are willing to pay for help to solve their issues. So instead of saying, what can I sell? How much can I sell it for? How much money can I make of it? What service can I provide to my potential clients, and how can I solve my potential client's problem in garment decorating, right? That's what you want to think of. Secondly, now that you figured that out, where they at? Where they at, though? How do I get clients? All right? How do you get clients? Okay. Now, this is going to seem a little premature, but I'm a premature type of guy, clearly, right? The next step in our reverse engineering plan, pick a machine, right? I just dove straight into it, right? There's a method to my madness. Hang in there with me. Just pick a machine. I know, slide them on. Pick a machine. Okay, so we got multi-needle machines, we got single-needle machines, we got a vinyl cutter, we got a white toner printer, we got a DTG machine, and most of these machines function with the use of a heat press. So get a heat press, have that anyway, and pick a machine. The reason why it's important to pick a machine is because you need to learn your machine. You can't have a business if you don't know your business. There is no business if you don't know your business. Does that make sense? So that's why you pick your machine first. Once you make a commitment, this is what I want to do it. Pick a machine. You have to learn your job. You can't work if you don't know your job. So pick a machine, start playing with your machine. Learn how to hoop a hat. Get these different fabrics from the fabric store and start embroidering on scrap pieces of fabrics. Right? Start embroidering different designs. Start making designs for yourself. Start making designs for your friends and family. Learn attention. Spend some time with it. Spend a good amount of time with it to the point where you're comfortable with it. And after you're comfortable with it, then, now it's time, baby. Now it's time, all right? Now it's time to find some clients. How do we do that? Ask me, how do you do that, Allan? How do you do that, Allan? I don't know. Just kidding. Okay, so search your network. Easiest way to find clients is to start with your network. You guys ever heard the financial gurus say your network is your net worth? Well, in this case, this is the people that you know in your network can become clients. You'll be surprised. You just gotta like, how do I say this? You're as limited as you can think. I don't know how to say it, but like, if you're creative enough, you can pretty much create jobs for yourself by searching your network. Let's go next one. Clicker. All right, next step is to advertise, right? You want to advertise. And there's different ways of advertising. You can pay you can pay for advertising, or you can do my favorite method. You can advertise for free. Free to price for me, right? Free to price for me. Everybody likes free. So you can advertise for free, and I'll get into how to do that in a few more slides, but advertise, search network, so that's 2 different ways. Let's go. And how about you give away some stuff? You can give away some stuff. And by giving away from some stuff, I guarantee you that eventually somebody that you gave stuff away to is going to come back for more stuff. And this time, hey, you like it, didn't you? Okay, well, this is how much it costs, right? So give away some stuff. Now, train your brain to understand that when you're giving something away, you're not really giving it away, because that person eventually will become a paying customer, all right? So you're not really giving it away. It's just, it's a mind thing. They think they're getting something for free. And you are giving them something for free, so you shouldn't feel ashamed of it, but give it away for free, and eventually that will come back to you, right? They'll turn into a client. So now, let's break down each of those 3 different topics that we discussed. Network. First, you're going to explore your network. How many of you, out of the people that you went to college with, high school with, how many of you know school principals? Raise your hand. Okay. How many of you know security guards? Raise your hand. That's a fair amount of the room. So, in your network, why don't you reach out to some of them? How many kids on average, how many adults on average, faculty members, parents, kids, school uniforms, as a matter of fact, some of my biggest clients, schools. One more time. Business owners and entrepreneurs. Guess what? If you want to legitimize your business, you want to look professional. So you want to get some professional swag. So when you step up in there you look good. You look, wow, he has a logo. You don't have a logo. I want this guy with the logo. So business owners and entrepreneurs starting off their business, they need promotional items as well as, uniforms. Clubs and organizations. Some of you guys might be Kappas or Alphas or Omega Psi Phis or, Deltas, Sigma Gamma Rho. Sorry, she's about to jump over to Sigma Gamma Rho. Excuse me, you missing out, right? Some of you guys might know adults that do sports, right? They have those organizations, all types of organizations, with people within your network that you know already, right? Next. I'm starting to like this human clicker thing. All I gotta say is next. I need one of these at home. Family reunions and funerals. Sad to say, but people die all the time. And those people, those family members of people that pass away, they have needs, right? They want to get paraphernalia to remember their loved ones. As a matter of fact, if you guys follow my YouTube channel, A-Dubb Productions on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, by the way, A-D-U-B-B Productions. So, yeah, if you guys watch my channel, you guys will see that I just did a fairly large sublimation order for a friend of mine, my electrician that I met through another friend that I used to ride motorcycles with, had a family member that passed away. I just did some sublimation shirts, and they loved it. Because people traditionally do screen printed shirts and the image might not come out that good, or sometimes they do like, I don't know the different, but I did sublimation and I told them, just trust me with this one. Go with sublimation, white shirts. The image came out looking exactly like what they gave me. They loved it. Family appreciated it. I did it on Gildan G560s, I think. One of the shirts has a silky type of material and the other shirt does not. It's more like a cotton type of feel. I did it on that shirt. And they appreciate it, and they want more. They want more. Family reunions and funerals, family reunions, they need shirts. Families always take trips to Disney and stuff, and they always have retreats and stuff like that. So your network. And custom orders, right? So custom orders, I had to come to grips with myself owning all this equipment because I started drifting more into the teaching perspective of this garment decorating industry, and I enjoy teaching a lot. So I started finding myself turning down custom orders. But I'm here to tell you, custom orders is a huge, huge way of making money in the custom apparel business. Custom orders. So don't start getting comfortable with different requests because cents add up. You know, one-offs in the long run, that money adds up very, very fast in the long run. Let's move on. Okay, so let's break down advertising. Okay? First thing you want to do is advertise. In advertising is wear your merchandise, right? Become a walking billboard, like me. I'm a walking billboard. What's my brand, guys? How'd you know that? Yeah, there you go. Become a walking billboard. Advertise your merchandise. It's free if you have a clothing line, right? Advertise the things that you do. All right? So now, show your work and display your services on social media. It's also free. I told you guys I like free. That's the best way of advertising for me because guess what? It costs me nothing. So some people might not be comfortable with social media. You might not want to show your face on social media. You don't have to. Take a picture. Take video of what you do, show what you do, show your work. You might want to show the process. You might not want to show the process. But what's important is, hey, I need shirts made. Well, I saw somebody on, oh, remember so-and-so that we went to school with? Oh, they do shirts. She posts pictures about it all the time, or he posts pictures about it all the time. Oh, why don't you contact her? Can you give me her contact? Oh, I'll take her contact. I might need some shirts done next. And promise you guys, if you try some of these methods, it's inevitable. You can only fail but so much. It's inevitable. All right. Make stuff for your family. Free. The price for me. Make stuff for your friends and family. Eventually, they're going to want something made. If you got, family members that are, fair, maybe they'll pay you for it. A lot of times family wants stuff for free all the time. But guess what? Family members advertise their stuff by wearing it, and then other people that are non-family members see them wearing the stuff. Hey, where'd you get that? Word of mouth business, right? Let's move on. Okay, and paid advertising. Now with paid advertising, there are all types of platforms on the internet, the biggest one being Google, and they have ways that you can fill out a questionnaire and it'll target the audience, the specific audience that you're trying to target. It's a little more intricate than that. It's a little more specialized. It takes some time to get your ad dialed in so it works and it markets to the correct people, but this is 100% effective. You know how I know? Ask me how I know. Say, how do you know, Allan? Because I can't turn on TV or turn on YouTube or turn on anything without seeing an advertisement. And these big, huge companies would not be doing it if it doesn't work. And these big, huge companies would not be paying people tons and tons of money if it didn't work, right? Advertising's got to work. You just got to figure out how to get it to work, right? Okay, so the next one in our list was give some stuff away. Give some products away. Who do we give products away to? Who do we give products away to? Say, who do we give products away to, Allan? Y'all sound like y'all sleeping. Jeez. I won't let that slide. Businesses, business samples, right? So some of these people that you reach out to in your network are going to say, nah, I already got it. I got shirts already. It's okay. Nope. So they're going to, I already got a guy, or I make shirts myself. I got it, Give them a shirt anyway. Or if you're confident in your ability because you learned your machine in the previous steps, then you know how to do it better than that person did it. Give them a free shirt. They'll appreciate it, and next time, they might not feel like it. If they make shirts for themselves, they might not feel like it. Or, better yet, the person that they normally go with never gave them anything for free before, so they're like, I'm going to go with this guy because he gives free stuff away, right? Give something away for free. It's going to come back to you. Celebrities or popular people, right? Everybody doesn't know celebrities, but we all know popular people. And popular people wearing your stuff is going to help get the word out because they see they come in contact with a lot of people because they're popular, right? Celebrities, popular people. Churches need stuff. They're always trying to raise money, right? So churches, these are all different ideas that I want you guys to kind of like take in and kind of use whatever you think works for you. There's stuff that worked for me. I do this full time. Next, clubs and organizations, okay? So these clubs and organizations, you're going to give some stuff away to them. So you give some stuff away to all these 4 people right here, and we're building our way up to that mark, that 30,000, that 10,000, that 8,000. Next. Okay. Our goal is $10,000 a month. That was my goal, $10,000 a month. So we're going to go over how we get there with each of the methods that I talked about. First, network. Okay, schools. Try to get 3 schools. That's very, very, very generous. I'm going to tell you right now, if you get the right school, you can get that amount of money monthly from one school. I'm asking you to get 3. Try to get 3 schools. If they have somebody already doing the uniforms, try to get their school swag, right? Their school, just make something. Give it to, hey, I've created this shirt for you guys. I got this machine right here. I just bought it. Got my LLC and everything together. Boom. I'm going to give you this. My controller is broken. So, schools and organizations. All right. So, organizations. Next. Okay, you got what's the organization again? I'm not going to forget it again. Sigma Gamma Rho. You got your organizations, you got your sports team, you got your adult sports teams. You're going to make $1,000 at least from them. You're probably going to make more than that, but it's possible. So I'm going to give you $1,000 monthly, $2,000 from school, which is very, very generous. You're going to make way more than that from 3 schools. Next. You got your custom orders and your family unions. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to make way more than $2,000 from custom orders, period, right? Family unions, funerals, sad to say, but people die a lot more than you think they do. And if you market the fact that you make, in memory of shirts, rest in peace shirts and stuff like that, you're going to start getting a lot of that business because when was the last time you saw somebody marketing that they made rest in peace shirts? You don't see it. You don't see it. They just find a shirt guy. But what if you specialize in rest in peace, or you advertise that a little bit more than everybody else's, right? Right? So let's go on. Advertising. Okay, so this right here, you're halfway there. And again, remember I said I was being so generous because you're going to make more money if you give some effort into that category right there. So you're halfway to your $10,000 a month goal. Advertising, let's go. Okay, social media advertising. That free thing that I told you about, it's going to bring you at least $1,000. I promise you, it's going to be more than that. It's going to be more than that. If you're doing it on a consistent basis, people are going to start reaching out to you, especially if your work is quality. How do I know? How do you know, Allan? How do you know? Because people reach out to me and I post crap that I make all the time. And they're like, hey, can you make my shirt? I'm starting my clothing line. Can you make my shirt for me? Yeah, absolutely I can. Next. Paid ads. Paid ads is going to give you at least $2,000 once you get it dialed in correctly and you understand how to do it. It's not something paid ads has a learning curve, but you have to spend some money up front and figure out how to tune it to get it to work right. You got to plug in, your target market. Maybe you might be targeting the wrong people. So you got to get in there in the back end of your Google AdWords, and your advertisements, and play with it a little bit until you start seeing some returns on your investment. But it's worth it because they work. All right? So I'm estimating you're going to get at least $3,000 from that. Again, paid ads. Very generous. Some people do paid advertisements alone, and it runs their whole business, right? We see it online all the time. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. Why they keep on doing it? Why? And that's all you see is paid advertisement because it works, all right? Giveaways. Business giveaways is going to give you a return of at least $1,000. Again, that's very generous. Very generous, all right? Next. And celebrities and popular people. I'm banking that if you give your stuff away to popular people, eventually, and I'm not guaranteeing this or anything, but eventually you're going to get some money back in return. And click We're at $2,000, $3,000. Everybody can do the math. We're at our goal already. Simple. And like I said at the beginning of the presentation, I like to kind of break things down in a way that everybody can understand. That's why this is so basic. All right, I'm a basic person. I'm a basic person, so you guys can understand this. It's easy to like backtrack, work your way back to your goals. It's easy to do it. It's easy to do it, right? That's not rocket science. Boom. And eventually, over time, if you're investing back into your business, you're going to accumulate a lot of stuff. Multi-needle machines, single needle machines, DTG machines, supplies. And if you start off in your house like me, okay, do I want to take this thing even further? How do I get bigger? You got to get yourself a space. Like I did recently, got myself a space, and now I can think about growing my business, maybe hiring some employees, and growing this and start creating jobs for other people, because you create an opportunity for yourself. So why not create an opportunity for yourself, for somebody else, so that you can walk away and you can come give speeches at Deco Summit and you can go relax on the beach and still make money, right? So eventually you're going to have to scale up. Any questions? No?